Previously at Mathville Mansion. We've been solving Professor Puzzleworth's challenges, reviewing what we know about multiplication and division, and making our way through the workshop, the gym, and most recently, the pool. We scooped up the key from the deep end, and now we're ready to unlock the next part of our journey. Welcome back, mathematicians. It's just... Mia sounds a bit frustrated. Let's unlock this door and catch up to her. Wow, an art gallery. Wait, that's a portrait of Uncle Clive. And your cousin Tulip. And Grandpa Nate. Mia, your whole family's here. So what's causing the frustration? Oh yeah, 9 times 12 can be a tough math fact to figure out. But together we can find the solution to any problem. By the end of today's lesson, you'll be able to identify the multiplication and division facts you know well and practice strategies to help with the facts that may be a little more challenging. Have your guided notes ready? And let's get solving. Looks like the puzzle is reset, so let's find out how this works. Light up each portrait to continue ahead, starting with facts that are friendly instead. Multiply and divide, let the portraits glow, complete the puzzle and watch your skills grow. Starting with facts that are friendly. Well, a friendly fact is one you already know pretty well, like 40 divided by 10. I know that equals 4 because 4 is 10 times less than 40. A friendly fact could also have numbers that are easier to count by, like 5 times 12. I can count by 5s pretty quickly to figure out that 5 times 12 equals 60. Take a moment to pause and solve the warm-up problems in your guided notes. Put a smiley face by the facts you already know, or have numbers that are easier for you to count by. You may have put a smiley by every single problem, or maybe only a few of them. That's totally okay. If you found the warm-up problems too challenging, or if you just like some extra practice with your math facts, you can revisit any of our fact family lessons from Math Level D. Knowing your math fact will be important as we start working with bigger and bigger numbers soon. Ooh, the first portraits are lighting up. 6 times 2. There are a few ways we could solve this. We could double 6, since it's 2 groups of 6. Or we could skip count by 2 a total of 6 times. Either way, 6 times 2 equals 12, and 2 times 6 equals 12. Wait, there are 2 division symbols there too. How can we use those same numbers to record division equations? Remember, multiplication and division are inverse operations, or opposites. Pause to record the 2 division equations that use the numbers 2, 6, and 12 in your guided notes. When working with division, we start with the total amount. With the numbers 2, 6, and 12, that means 12 will be at the start of both equations. 12 divided by 6 equals 2 works here, and so does 12 divided by 2 equals 6. That's because 2, 6, and 12 are all part of the same fact family. A fact family shows the possible equation combinations that can be made with a set of 3 related numbers. All right, we have a few coming up next. 5 times 4, 10 times 7, and 3 times 11. Pause here to solve each multiplication problem and record the remaining fact family equations for each of them. 5 times 4 equals 20. That means 4 times 5 equals 20. 20 divided by 4 equals 5. And 20 divided by 5 equals 4. How'd you do with 10 times 7? That equals 70, right? We can use 10, 7, and 70 to create these four equations. And 3 times 11? That equals 33, which means we can make one more multiplication equation and 2 division equations with those numbers. So, how can practicing with fact families help us learn our math facts? If you know one fact, it can help you figure out the others. If you aren't sure what 72 divided by 9 equals, but you know that 9 times 8 equals 72, you have your answer. 72 divided by 9 equals 8. Recognizing these numbers together can help you master your math facts. Here come the last few problems. 6 times 8, 4 times 7, and 9 times 12. 6 times 8 might not have the friendliest numbers, but 5 times 8 does. How could knowing that 5 times 8 equals 40 help us figure out 6 times 8? 6 times 8 is one more group of 8. That means we can add 8 to 40 to find the answer. 6 times 8 equals 48. And 4 times 7? What's a little friendlier than 4 times 7? 5 times 7, yeah, which equals 35. So how do we use that to figure out 4 times 7? It's one less group of 7, so we can subtract 7 from 35. 4 times 7 equals 28. Pause here to try using a friendlier number to help you figure out 9 times 12. "10 times 12 is a bit easier to work with. I know that equals 120, so how can that help us figure out 9 times 12? It's just one less group of 12. 120 minus 12 equals 108, and 9 times 12 equals 108. All the paintings are glowing. We've completed the puzzle. Great work. Is that popcorn? A home theater. Very cool. And there's our next puzzle. Up on the screen, the problems will scroll. Use the remote to reach the next goal. Solve 6 correctly, the screen will unlock. Moving ahead with math skills that rock. Ooh, this will be fun. As the problems go by, record your answer in your guided notes. And if you need more time to solve anything, you can always pause the video. Here we go. 4 times 9. 120 divided by 10. 6 times 7. How are you doing? We're halfway there, and we'll check our work at the end. 88 divided by 11. 8 times 9. And 28 divided by 4. 6 problems done. Let's check our work. 4 times 9 equals 36. 120 divided by 10 equals 12. 6 times 7 equals 41. Oops. Well, I know 5 times 7 equals 35, so one more group of 7 would be... 42. Sorry. Moving on. 88 divided by 11 equals 8. 8 times 9 equals 72. And 28 divided by 4 equals 7. Fantastic work, mathematicians. We did it. So, what have we learned today, besides the fact that even the toughest math facts become more manageable with a little practice? Well, now you know that friendly math facts are different for everyone. They're the ones you just know or can solve quickly. You also know that when a math fact feels tricky, there's always a strategy you can use to work through it. Whether it's skip counting, fact families, or using a nearby fact, you've got the tools to find the solution. Be sure to complete the practice questions and extension activities that go with this lesson to practice your multiplication and division math facts. We'll find out what awaits us in the greenhouse next time. Until then, remember, mathematicians, in math, as in life, every effort adds to your success. I'll see you next time.
Hey.